So, good evening, friends. So, my name is B. Kashinath, Senior Lecturer work in ECE, working at Government Polytechnic Sangareddy. I am going to teach the subject Data Communication and Computer Networks. Subject code is 18 EC 503C, and the topic today which I am going to discuss is drawing of OSI reference model. So, in this, the objectives on completion of this period you will be able to know about what is OSI reference model, what are the 7 layers in the OSI reference model. So what is OSI model? So OSI means open system interconnection model. So OSI means open system interconnection model, and it is fundamental to all the communication across network devices. So it is a fundamental to all communication across the network devices, which is developed in 1974 by International Standard Organization. So after the American Department of Defense begin the using of TCP/IP suite of protocols. So it is developed by International Standard Organization in 1974 after American Department of Defense used the TCP/IP protocol suite. So in 1977 it is finally adopted, and it is only the theoretical model of the computer network. A practical model will be mostly of TCP/IP suite protocol, but in theoretical we will say that the OSI model is the perfect model for the all the network devices for the computer networks. So what are those 7 layers? So the 7 layers are physical layer. From the bottom I am going to the top. So first layer will be the physical layer, second layer is data link layer, third layer is network layer, fourth layer is transport layer, fifth layer is session layer, sixth layer is presentation layer, and the seventh level is application layer. So totally in OSI ISO model, open system interconnect of computer networking, will it is developed in 1974 and accepted theoretically in 1977, having how many layers? Totally 7 layers. So you have to remember these 7 layers at any time. So for that purpose, so I am using one simple uh, sentence so that you can remember all these layers at a time. So that sentence is, please do not touch Steve's pet allocate. So what is that? I am repeating, please do not touch Steve's pet allocate. So that please physical, do data link, not network, transport Steve's session, pet presentation, allocate application layer. So please do not touch Steve's pet allocate. So from that you can remember that phrase, so that please do not touch Steve's pet allocate. So you can, from that phrase you can remember the 7 layers as physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and the application layer. So brief introduction of these layers. So in these layers, I'm talking about the sense of purpose and responsibility of each layer. So each layer is separate and independent. So out of the 7 layers, each layer is for the purpose of in the sense of purpose and responsibility, each layer is separate and it is independent. Each has its own function, each has its own function, but it will also provide a service to the other layers, those layers above and below itself. So suppose I am talking uh, data link layer. So it is in between the physical layer and network layer. So data link layer has its own function and it will also supports the network layer as well as the physical layer. So what I am trying to tell is, layers in the sense of purpose and responsibility, each layer is having its own work, means each layer is separate and independent, its own function, but also provides service to the layers above and below itself. So this model should be considered an aid to understand the nature of the communication on the network. So entire communication in the world to be considered this OSI ISO reference model as a aid, and it will be useful in sorting out the troubles that might occur in any networks. So by providing, it allows both the software engineers as well as hardware manufacturers ensure their products work together. So it will be deemed to be accepted by all over the world by the ISO, so that every manufacturer, whether he may be software engineer or a hardware manufacturer of networking devices, or software, we will provide the software for the networking devices. So this layer should be an aid to understand the nature of communication on the computer network over the entire world. So the layers at work. So what are the layers, how they will work? So when communicating, each layer talks with the same layer in the other device. So if suppose, so what happens is, once sender is A, receiver is B. So sender A wants to send data to receiver B. So in sender also we will be having the same 7 layers, on receiver also we will be having the same 7 layers. So suppose the presentation or application layer of A will talk to application layer on B only, but the actual work will be done by the remaining layers, that is independent of this layer. So application layer will talk to application layer on another device only, but the operation will be from top to bottom, from the sender to bottom to top in the case of receiver. So application layer of device A communicates with the application layer of device B by passing the data through the other layers. So application layer of each device is not concerned with the how the other layers are functioning. So application layer will talk to another application layer, it will not concerned about the how the other layers are functioning, but it has to depend on the below layers. Application layer is sitting on the top, so it has to depend on the below layers, but it will not concern about the how the other layers are functioning, but it has to rely on them to do their job. So how the data flow when we want to send the information from sender to receiver. So when the data is sent from the which layer, application layer on the source computer, what happens, the data, actually we are calling it as datagram or packet. So data is in the form of packet, moves down through the layers. So moves down through the layers from application layer to the physical layer. When it reaches the physical layer, it is ready to be sent along the your communication medium, that may be cable or anything, either it may be cable or your transmission medium, that may be fiber optical cable, copper cable, twisted pair, anything. So at the physical layer, what happens is, the actual bits may be converted either into analog data or digital data that will be converted into the your based on your based on your communication channel. So it will be presented in the form of bits are converted into electrical or light or radio waves. So the data transmitted to the destination device. So in the source device, it has to transmit from top to bottom. In the destination device, it will travels up through the layers of the OSI model reaching the user. Means it has to travel from bottom to top at the destination. So as the data moves down through the layers, it is encapsulated. It is encapsulated means some other additional information is added at each layer. Additional information is added at each layer. So that information we are calling it as headers and trailers. So if it is added at the beginning, it will be called as header. If the information is added at the end of the packet, we will be calling it as trailers. So the data in the packet does not change, only we are adding the extra information when we are going down or when we are going up in the receiver side. So how encapsulation looks like? So in the total 7 layers, so that is, please do not touch the Steve's pet allocate. So we will be having the total 7 layers. So at the application layer, we will be having the actual data that has to be transmitted to the receiver. So this is the sender side. So what happens first, at the application layer, whatever the data will be there, so that data, so on the presentation layer will add some header. Similarly at the session layer, whatever the data and presentation header is there, that will be same, session header will be added. At the transport header will be added. At the network header will be added. At the data link, you will be having the header as well as the trailer. So at the data link layer, you will be adding the header as well as trailer also. Finally it will reach the physical layer where the total packets will be converted into bits, and that will be transmitted to the destination device. So in this class you have learned about the what OSI 7 layer reference model. So OSI, Open System Interconnect, it is recognized by the ISO in 1974 and accepted theoretically by 1977, and it is aid for all the communication, computer networking and computer networking. So what are the layers? So total 7 layers, and how the data flow through these layers, from at a sender side, from application to physical, at the receiver side physical to application layer. So on each layer the headers as well as trailers will be added to that. So some simple quiz. The dash layer is the lowest layer in the model. Which layer is the lowest layer? So physical layer is the lowest layer in the OSI model. So OSI is how many layers theoretical model? 7 layers theoretical model. So frequently asked questions is, draw the structure of OSI model. Draw the structure of OSI model. So in that one, totally in OSI model we will be having how many layers? 7 layers. So on those 7 layers, so we will discuss from the presentation layer. So what is the function of each layer? Like that. What is the function of each layer from the bottom to top? So first we will be having the physical layer, second one is data link layer. So in this topic we will discuss the function of the physical layer and data link layer. So reference model, again we will see. So totally it will be 7: physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, application layers. So first we will discuss about the physical layer. So what is the role and responsibility of the physical layer? So physical layer, as you seen from the previous diagram, it is the lowest layer or bottom layer responsible for the physical connection between the devices. So it is the lowest or bottom layer responsible for the physical connection between the sending and receiving devices. So for that we will be having the network interface card, NIC, we will calling it as NIC, which will convert the bits into transmission signals. So that transmission may be either electromagnetic or electric or light or anything, etc. So the transmission may be analog or digital. So physical layer also responsible for the rate of transmission, so transmission speed also. And physical layer includes all components such as type of connector. So you will be having different connectors like RJ45, token ring, BNC connector and SC connector. And at the physical layer we will use the devices, network interface cards, repeaters, hubs and concentrators. So what are the functions of physical layer? So physical layer function is to activate, maintain, deactivate the physical connection. So it has to activate, maintain and deactivate the physical connection, whatever the physical connection between the sender and receiver. So the purpose of physical layer is to activate that connection, maintain and deactivate finally after sending of the data completion, and to define the voltage and data rates on that physical medium needed for the transmission. So it has to define the voltage levels as well as data rates, and to convert the digital bits into electrical signals and vice versa. Means at the sending side we have to convert the bits into electrical signal, and at the receiver side we have to convert the electrical signal into bits. Next, to decide whether the transmission should be either simplex or off duplex or full duplex. So these transmission modes we have already discussed in the yesterday's class. Simplex means unidirectional, off duplex means bidirectional but not at the same time, full duplex means bidirectional at the same time. And to take the data from the upper layer, that is from data link layer, and sends it in the form of digital pulses through the media. That is to take the digital pulses from the cable, convert them into bits and send them to data link layer. So this is how it will looks like. So whatever the data coming from the data link layer, so that is we are calling it as L2 data. So physical layer is also called level 1. So L1, the data is in the form of bits. So the bits are to be converted into whatever the transmission medium accepts. So that type of signal will be converted, that may be either electrical or light or electromagnetic signal, that will be transmitted through this transmission medium, and again that electrical or electromagnetic signal again converted at the receiver side to bits. So that is again given to the data link layer. Next one is data link layer. So data link layer we will be having two sub layers. So it is having two sub layers. So first one is logical link control and second one is media access control. So one is LLC, second one is MAC. So logical link control acts between the protocols such as internet protocol and the MAC. So it acts as an intermediary between the upper layer of the data link layer, that is network layer. So in the network layer we will be having the packets, so that packets will be uh, routed through the TCP IP protocols. So whatever the packets are there in the network, so that are transmitted through the router through the by using of the TCP IP protocol suite. So IP means internet protocol. So this LLC acts between the protocols such as IP, and in the data link layer we will be having one permanent address for each packet, so that we are calling it as media access control, a MAC. So MAC is responsible for connection to the physical media. MAC is responsible for connection to the physical media. So where in MAC each NIC has a unique number hard coded into the code called as its physical address. So in NIC what we will be having a unique number, so that unique number is converted into hard coded physical address. In that one will be first 6 digits will be manufacturer, and next 6 digits will be your physical address to who we have to send the data. When the MAC address is added to the packet, it is known as frame. So when the MAC address is added, it will be known as frame. So it now has all the information required to travel from source to the destination. So how it will look like? So from the L3 data, which is network layer data, we will be having the data link layer, we will be adding the trailer as well as the header. So that is going to the physical layer. Similarly at the receiver side, the bits from the physical layer is given to the data link layer, it will add the trailer and header, and that will go to the L3 level 3 network layer. So functions of the data link layer, so it will use it for synchronization of the data frames. So whatever the packets coming from the networking, that will be converted into frames at the data link layer. So for the synchronization of the data frames, data link layer is important. To take the packets from the upper layer, that is from the network layer, convert them into frames. So at network layer the data is called as packets, at the data link layer the data will be called as frames. To take the bits from lower layer, that is physical layer, at the receiver side, convert them into packets, and it is responsible for error detection and error control. So whatever the data we are sending, whether the data at the receiver is containing or any error or any checking method, so total responsibility is of the data link layer, error detection and error control. And framing of the data, that is whatever the packets coming from the network layer, that are converted into frames in the data link layer by adding the header and trailer by using the MAC address and logical link address, and ensures link level reliability. It will also ensure the link level reliability. So in this, so what is the function of physical layer? Function of the data link layer. So simple quiz. Data link layer that deals in terms of frames. Data link layer deals in terms of frames. How many sublayers does data link layer consists of? Totally how many layers? 2 sublayers. One is LLC, another one is MAC. So frequently asked questions are: explain the function of data link layer in OSI model. Next one is explain the function of physical layer.